Welcome back to the cartoonized, concised community medicine series with me, Kavitendral. If you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe for more interesting videos like this and as well press the bell icon so that you will receive a daily video notification. Today we will see the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program. First is the epidemiological indices related to tuberculosis, then the revised definition in tuberculosis cases. That is on 2013, the revision has been done, and then the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program training module, which is released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare recently in this year. And the link for this is given in the description. If you want to read in detail, you can download it from the link which is given in the description. Coming to the indexes. On the first is the incidence. Incidence is defined as first the number of cases, that is new cases, the person who is getting infected for the first time, and the person who is already been tested, treated, diagnosed, and again he is getting infection. How come a person who is cured and again getting infection is one, it is reinfection, two, it can be a true relapse because of that aggressiveness or decrease of immunity and so on. Thereby the person who had already been cured but now again tested positive is a relapse case. The person who is tested for first time is an infected new case. And there is also another thing, that is retreatment case, wherein the person who require a change in the treatment, patient who require a change in the treatment is called as retreatment case. Of all these, new, relapse and retreatment are considered to be the incident case of tuberculosis. Next is the prevalence. The prevalence here you could see in the entire community, that is the number of TB cases, all the form of TB at a given point of time, it is called the prevalence, and it is a best available particle index to estimate the case load in the community, and the age specific prevalence of patient is considered as the most relevant index. Coming to the mortality, we know mortality is number of death that is caused by one important thing, that is the status of HIV is to be noted. HIV positive and HIV negative, it is noted separately, and this classification is given by the latest revision of ICD, that is International Classification of Diseases. Next, coming to case fatality rate, is the risk of death from TB among people who have the active tuberculosis disease. Next is case notification rate. Case notify, you are going to notify the tuberculosis case to whom is the WHO. How you are going to notify is per 1 lakh population, you are going to notify the number. What are the things getting notified is new cases, recurrent cases, and as well the cases who doesn't have or unknown history of diagnosis and treatment of tuberculosis, all are considered, and the notification is sent to WHO. Next is case detection rate. Case detection rate is basically a calculation, that is by the number of notification of new and the relapse case in a year divided by the estimated index in the same year. Next, coming to the prevalence of drug resistance case, it is basically the patient excreting tubercle bacilli resistant to that anti-tuberculous drug. That anti-tuberculous drug and resistance classification we will see very soon. Coming to the incidence of infection and prevalence of infection. Prevalence of infection is basically, we are going to detect how much is that infection prevalent in the community. Very simple, do a standard tuberculin test, take the percentage, the number of percentage of people who is giving positive reaction to that standard tuberculin test are prevalent. Disadvantage is some people can show cross reaction because of atypical mycobacteria can cross react for this standard tuberculin test, and a person who is vaccinated can give false test. Next is incidence. Incidence of infection in the community is basically tuberculin conversion index. This is the best indicator for TB problem and its trend in the community. What is that is, in one community, one guy is infected, and how fast he is giving the infection or the attacking force of tuberculosis is the incidence of infection. It is usually said in terms of annual infection rate, and therefore the percentage of annual infection rate is in a developing country, it is somewhere around 1%. 1% is equivalent to 50 new cases of smear positive pulmonary tuberculosis. For us to label a patient to be a TB patient, just think more practically. When a person is going to come to OPD, he's going to come to OPD, we are going to assess him clinically, and then we are sending the samples from him for test. So it is two ways. One is the clinical diagnosis and other is the bacteriological diagnosis. So based on this, we are dividing the case definition to bacteriologically confirmed TB and clinically diagnosed TB. Bacteriologically confirmed or clinically diagnosed cases of TB are also classified according to the anatomical side, history of previous TB treatment, drug resistance, and HIV status. On the side, if it is present in the lung, it is pulmonary tuberculosis. Even if it is a severe form of tuberculosis, it is present in the lung. Except or other than lung, that is extrapulmonary tuberculosis. Coming to previous history, if not a person is diagnosed but he is taking treatment less than 1 month, 1 month is the cutoff. So less than 1 month, it is new case. Previously treated, that is more than or equal to 1 month, he is taking treatment, then that is showing that it is previously treated. One, it could be a relapse case which you have seen earlier, or the person can have a treatment failure at the end of the course. Treatment would have been failed, or the person would have been failed to follow up. So loss of follow up, and then there should be unknown outcome or no documentation of the outcome of the treatment. That can also be coming under previously treated. At last, unknown previous treatment. The person cannot be knowing that I have been treated for tuberculosis or I have been diagnosed for tuberculosis or not. So there is unknown previous TB history treatment. Coming to HIV, it is again same we have discussed earlier, HIV positive or negative. Based on this, the mortality is also noted. And another important thing, the person can be unknown of his HIV status also. Coming to drug resistant tuberculosis, it is basically we know that we have first line, second line, third line drugs, of which if at all a person has having any one first line is getting resistant, so that's mono resistant. More than one, except isoniazid and rifampicin. Isoniazid is H and rifampicin is R. So except H and R, it is poly. Including H and R, all the first line multi-drug resistance. First line isoniazid, rifampicin, and any fluoroquinolones, and also second line injectable drugs like capreomycin, amikacin. If they are also resistant, then that is an extensive drug resistance. That then is rifampin resistant tuberculosis. If rifampin resistance is present in tuberculosis, it can be detected by CB0. Now we are coming to the NTEP module 1 points. Again, it is a risk of infection is if one person is affected, then one person can affect 10 to 15% per year. In fact, 10 to 15% per year. India is having nearly 40% population affected with TB, and TB is one of the most leading cause of death in person living with HIV. PLHIV is person living with HIV. Nearly 2.2 lakh children per year in India is affected by tuberculosis, and the mortality causes is one, it can be disseminated tuberculosis, or it could be TB meningitis. Parents affected with tuberculosis can decrease the education of children and also lead to poverty, thereby decreasing the quality of life. Then the sustainable goal, developmental goal target gives that target 3.3 that explains the NTB strategy, which we will be discussing sooner. One important question to ask, why RNTCP is named to NTEP? The government of India announced NTB strategy by 2025. So only 5 years ahead to achieve the goal, right? So the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare crafted the National Strategic Plan for TB elimination. Government India announced NTB strategy, and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare crafted NSP. So RNTCP, that is Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program, is renamed to NTEP, that is National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, recently this year. Next, coming to what is NSP. NSP is National Strategic Plan. So the approach is detect, treat, prevent and build. So detect the case, treat the case very earlier, prevent the spread and build. This is the approach in NSP. The main vision in NSP is to give zero death from tuberculosis by 2030, TB free India with zero death, disease and poverty due to TB, The goal is to achieve a rapid declining burden of TB, morbidity, mortality, while working towards the elimination of TB in India by 2025 itself. Next is Nikshay. This picture is just put to emphasize what is Nikshay. So this is only for like mnemonic. So what happens when a group of old ladies sit together? They'll always share all the information in the same place itself. So at that particular place, every information is stored, right? Yeah. So remember Nikshay. This picture is put. Thereby, Nikshay is a case-based, web-based TB notification system. So wherever a person is getting diagnosed with tuberculosis, the medical officer can, as well as the health workers, can register here and can notify that this person is affected from TB, and this is for faster communication and notification. Next, coming to the last, organogram. What is the organogram or the hierarchy of this NTP? Very simple. We already said that Ministry of Health and Welfare, Family Welfare is the one which is the headed, and under that it is like central TB division, state, central, state, district, and TB unit is actually the at a sub district level. So TB unit, and then under that we have the designated microscopy center, and under that is the peripheral health institute. One important thing, TB unit, 1 per 1.5 to 2.5 lakh population it is set. So one TB unit is for 1.5 to 2.5 lakh population. 1.5 is for the rural and 2.5 is for the urban. The organizing structures present here is the three national institutes, 6 national reference laboratories, intermediate reference laboratory, there is nearly 29, state TB training and demonstration center at the state, and culture and DST laboratories, which is 42, nodal drug resistant TB center and CBNAT laboratories are present. Once again, under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Central TB Division, State TB Division, District TB Unit, that is Sub-District, and designated microscopy center, at last is a peripheral health center. It is like an hierarchy, and like we know, like central government, state government, like that. It is central, state, district, TB and TB unit, and so on, designated microscopy center, peripheral health institute. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Hope you like this video.